Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Before I begin, here are my disclaimers. Today I am going to give you an update about MERCURY SYSTEMS INC quarterly report. MERCURY Systems Inc. offers a diverse range of products and services across various industries. The company's business portfolio includes components, power amplifiers, limiters, switches, oscillators, filters, equalizers, digital and analog converters, chips and memory and storage, devices, modules and subassemblies. Embedded processing boards, switched fabrics and boards, digital receivers, multi-chip modules, tuners, transceivers, graphics and video integrated subsystems. Radar environment simulation and test systems, signals intelligence payloads, EO/IR technologies, onboard UAV processor systems, and digital radio frequency memory units. These products cater to defense prime contractors, original equipment manufacturers, government agencies, commercial aerospace companies, and small UAV platforms. The stock price of MERCURY Systems Inc. (MERCURY) has skyrocketed by over 85% in the past year due to several key events in the aerospace and defense sector. Notable financial results include strong earnings, significant contract awards, and impressive bookings. MERCURY Systems Q4 fiscal year 2024 earnings exceeded analyst expectations with a non-GAAP EPS of 23 cents, beating forecasts by 30 cents. The company also secured a $131.3 million Navy contract and a $17 million development contract from a U.S. defense prime contractor. In the following year, MERCURY Systems continued to impress with record-breaking bookings, revenue growth, and a significant increase in its backlog. The company's Cone fiscal year 2025 earnings reported revenue of $204.4 million and adjusted EBITDA of $21.5 million. Additionally, it secured an $8.5 million DoD contract and announced exceptional Q4 fiscal year 2025 earnings with record quarterly bookings. The most recent event was the company's better-than-expected Cone fiscal year 2026 earnings, where it reported an EPS of $0.26, exceeding forecasts by 17 cents. Revenue also surpassed predictions, reaching $225.2 million against an anticipated $206.03 million. These strong financial results and contract awards have contributed to MERCURY Systems' stock price increase of over 85% in the past year. The primary drivers of revenue growth or decline can be summarized as follows. Revenue growth is primarily driven by an increase in contracts with distinct performance obligations, a significant rise in domestic revenues, and substantial growth in the C4I segment. Additionally, modules and subassemblies segment saw a notable increase, while airborne and land platform revenues also experienced growth. Furthermore, an increase in gross margin due to favorable program mix contributed to revenue growth. On the other hand, revenue decline is primarily attributed to the settlement of wage and hour class action claims, potential losses associated with inaccurately reported test results and certifications, a slight decline in integrated solutions product grouping, and decreases in electronic warfare and radar revenues. Net income and profit margins show improvement. The company's financial performance has shown significant improvement, with a notable change in net income and profit margins. Initially, the net income decreased from -$17,525,000 to -$12,515,000, indicating a reduction in losses. However, this trend reversed, resulting in an adjusted income of $15,560,000 in 2025. The gross margin increased by 22%, rising from $51,790,000 to $62,899,000. This increase contributed significantly to the higher net income. Additionally, operating expenses decreased by 10%, and as a percentage of revenue, they remained relatively stable at 31.7%. The improvement in adjusted EBITDA by $14.1 million and reduction in net loss by $5 million also played a crucial role in this turnaround. Overall, these changes indicate that the company has made significant strides in improving its financial performance, with increased profitability and reduced losses. The company's debt level and interest expenses have undergone significant changes in recent years. Despite some discrepancies in reporting across different pages, a clear trend emerges. The debt level remains steady at $591,500, while interest expenses have decreased substantially. The interest expense has dropped from $8.9 million to $7.9 million, representing a decrease of $1.02 million. Furthermore, the overall interest expenses have plummeted from $8.36 billion to $5.86 billion, indicating a substantial reduction in financial burden. Management is optimistic about the company's outlook, citing several key strategies to drive growth and maintain competitiveness. The company plans to leverage technology investments across multiple lines of business and product solutions to maintain a competitive advantage. This will be achieved through acquisitions and expansion of technological capabilities. In terms of revenue recognition, management notes that contracts with distinct performance obligations accounted for 52% and 45% of revenues in the first quarters of fiscal years 2026 and 2025, respectively. The company's long-term strategy also depends on attracting, engaging, and retaining top talent. Management expects to incur additional restructuring costs due to workforce reductions, but believes that existing cash and financing capabilities will be sufficient to meet anticipated cash requirements for at least the next 12 months. Overall, management is confident in the company's ability to navigate current challenges and achieve its strategic objectives. Concerns about inventory buildup and supply chain disruption are evident in our financial summary. The potential for shortages or delays in receiving critical components, coupled with supply chain volatility, poses a significant risk to our operations. Furthermore, we have substantial purchase obligations totaling $209 million, representing non-cancelable commitments for inventory components. This highlights the need for careful management of our inventory and supply chain to mitigate these risks and ensure business continuity. That concludes the financial summary for Mercury SYSTEMS INC. Feel free to comment below, and I will be happy to answer them when possible.